Silverfish Uncut. Hello, welcome to it. It's the Alex Baker Show podcast, episode 15, The Death Star. Ha ha.
That's got to be the worst one yet.
So I hope you're feeling wicked. This is the second podcast we're releasing this week. Second double podcast all the way. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. Because we were lazy last week and didn't manage to get both out. So hello, thank you so much for subscribing and rating, reviewing and downloading this podcast as well.
Rate and review the podcast.
Subscribe to the podcast. Download the podcast.
Don't touch my
Tonight's podcast will feature, or today's podcast, or wherever it is, I suppose it could be tonight, depends when you're listening. Generic period of time podcast that you're hearing now will feature Ed Sheeran a little bit later on. So if you're an Ed Sheeran fan, you're in for a sheer treat. Jesus, what is the matter with us today? Because we're doing two podcasts in one. That's why.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway. So me and Kev were just talking a minute ago about the X Factor, and I really like the X Factor. I think it's great. I Sky Plus it because I'm on air during it's on Sunday, so I always Sky Plus it and watch it at a later date. And we were talking, me and Kev, about Craig. Now everyone seems to love Craig, right? And Kev was like, I don't like Craig. And I was like, I don't like Craig. And there was that kind of moment where we looked at each other, and then we both said at the same time, "It's his face!
Worst face in the world!
What is the deal with that guy's face?
It's screwed up expressions.
He does this thing, he's got a good voice, but he does this really annoying thing with his face.
It's like crap, fake, camp swag.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean, though?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. It's like proper, he does like diva face. You know, like shake your finger from left to right, do the little head, like neck rock thing, like, oh, you got it, sister. It's like that.
Yeah.
But he's like a fat white kid.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
It makes me feel really uncomfortable.
Why does no one notice it?
I don't know.
Does anyone notice it? If you're listening right now to the podcast, episode 15, is it episode 15?
This one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Episode 15,
The Death Star.
The Death Star. Ha ha. Then get on at Alex Bakerman or at Kevin Hingley or both of us, but mostly at Alex Bakerman, you know, and agree with me because his face is so annoying. I'm not a violent person, but if he was in a room, I'd want to chop off his head with a razor blade.
And the thing is, as well, he sings every time. He sings the whole song to camera one.
Yeah, he's like
looking straight at you with this annoying expression.
He does his little snarl. He sort of sings out the corner of his mouth, and he snarls, and he goes, "Wow, yeah, I'm such a diva." Oh man, it drives me up the f***ing wall. Really does. Oh god, I'm so glad you agree.
Yeah, man.
I thought I was so because everyone loves his voice, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, he's got such an amazing voice," and I agree, he does have an amazing voice, but his face needs to be. He just needs to stop making expressions. And I remember a couple of weeks ago, he sang a song, and Kelly Rowland was like, "Oh my god, it's just so emotional. The emotion you put in that." And I remember the bit she was talking about, where he did all this fake emotion.
Yeah.
And he kind of like put his hand to his forehead and like looked like he was going to cry, but like all staged and fake and obviously Anyway, so loads of stuff in this show. But first of all, we'll go to the podcast, not to the podcast. First of all, we'll go to Twitter. Anything there?
That's actually the noise my phone makes when I get a tweet.
Is it?
I'm such a nerd that I have a bird cheating to tell me I've got a tweet. Jamie Reese-White says, "I've got space left on my personal statement for my uni application. Everything else is done. Should I say I like metal and risk sounding mental?" Now, I replied to him, and I said, "Not sure about that, but you should definitely write..."
Download the podcast!
And, he wasn't so sure. What do you reckon?
I think that's a tricky one, because people are really stupid and have, like, weird stigmas attached to stuff like metal. So, I guess, sort of why mention it unless you have to?
I will say, though...
Do you know what I mean?
Obviously, this is just conjecture. It could be completely false, but I'm pretty sure they don't really read them. Do you know what I mean?
I think they probably do.
I'm sure because they would get thousands, don't they? Do you really think they sit there and read through all of them?
And go, this one sounds interesting. What do you think, Beryl?
Yeah.
great.
Surely they just look at all the ones that actually got the grades they wanted, put them in a pile, and if that's more than there are places left, then maybe look at them. But most likely they'll just look at what school they went to.
Potentially. But if you do write that you like metal, that makes you more interesting, I think. So
yeah, they can't discriminate against you for liking metal. It's against the law.
Yeah, but then people do discriminate for all sorts of weird things, don't they? Equal rights makes discrimination more likely, weirdly.
Yeah.
Because do you know what I mean? You have not equal rights, but equal opportunities.
Yeah.
But they have to allocate a certain amount of like positions to a certain genre,
Yeah,
a certain race of people.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they get seen as being racist.
yeah.
Isn't that weird?
So if you're like they're after a sort of a Eastern European person, and like 12 white people apply, they don't hire any of them, just because they're not Eastern European. It's negative racism.
It's like inverted racism. I find it really weird that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's great that like everyone has opportunities to get jobs, but like. I do. We'll talk about this on the show anyway, not this show, but a show in the future, because it's a really interesting thing actually. That, and it can actually, people often think that you're being really racist when you start talking about things like that. So we've got to explain ourselves properly, so that people don't label us as racist.
Yeah. So just ignore everything we just said.
Just forget all that happened.
Yeah.
And just go back to thinking about Craig's irritating face.
All time Phoebe asks at Kevin Hingley, does it upset you that Alex has like double the amount of followers of you? I think I would be sad. Well, first of all, it's much more than double. I think it's 4 times more.
It's quite a lot more.
It doesn't upset me because he's got every reason to have a lot more than me.
Oh, you charmer. Well, it's one of those things, isn't it? Like I've been presenting for years. Like you're still new to the game.
Yeah.
One day you'll be my bossing me around with your
battles.
Big cock.
Promoting synergy left, right and centre.
Yeah, and then you'll be saying, "Oh, Alex, I don't think that feature works," and the rest of it, and I'll be going, sucking the corporate cock. So it doesn't make any sense.
Although I have been on Twitter for 2 years longer than you, so it does upset me in that sense. But
well, listen, don't be upset by it. If I was upset by all the things that you've got that are better than me, I'd be a very unhappy man. Can't think of anything right now, but I'm sure there's something. Keely's got bigger boobs than Mel.
Yeah,
for a start.
I've got your jumper.
You're wearing my jumper, and you can wear the jumper because you're thinner than me.
Yeah.
Better looking. Yeah. In fact, all the listeners, they always email and go, "Oh, Alex, I love your show. I love you. You're so awesome. Oh, wow, you're the funniest guy ever. Oh, wow, amazing. Kev's so fit." I'm like, fuck's sake. I've got feelings.
And even though you get like 6 sentences of praise, that 1 3-word statement.
Yeah, I want to be fit. Why aren't I fit?
You are fit.
I look like Jabba the Hutt. Jabba the Hutt after spending all day at KFC eating chicken. Anyway, so I don't agree with all those things. That made me sound really arrogant when I was saying, "Oh, you're so funny." I don't agree with any of that. Incidentally, I'm just doing this stupid show, and I think it's amazing that people actually like it. So thanks. I mean, not everyone likes it. Let's not forget 452 or whatever his name is.
Yeah, and Caroline Lily Morris.
She hates us. She thinks we're the worst ever. Every single time, every single Sunday night, she seems to be listening to the show and hating it.
I've got something as well that I'm going to try and do here. There's a person who tweets us a lot, and I've read them out a couple of times on the podcast, and apparently I've just been getting their name completely wrong.
Oh, right.
I always say at the Nodora.
Yeah.
And that's how it's written. See that? At the Nodora.
Athenodora.
Yeah, apparently that's what it is.
Yeah. It's not.
Is that just how you read it when you saw it?
No, it's not at the Nodora, is it? Because it's ATH. So that would be at Henodora. It's not 2 T's.
But yeah. That's yeah.
Cool. Interesting stuff.
Thanks,
right,
Tom.
Let's move on. So Ed Sheeran appears in this show. If you like Ed Sheeran, do this. Hashtag Ed Sheeran. Go on Twitter and bang on about how much you love the podcast and put that hashtag Ed Sheeran on. That'd be wicked because we could get it trending. Imagine how cool that'd be.
Yeah, maybe incorporate us into it somehow. So say Ed Sheeran, Alex Baker Show.
At Alex Bakerman, at Kevin Hingley. Oh, this is amazing.
No, get it within the hashtag, yeah.
Oh, right.
So it's like Ed Sheeran,
Alex Baker Show. Yeah, Ed Sheeran, Alex Baker Show, all one word.
Yeah.
With a hashtag. Do that. You don't have to, but it'd be pretty neato if you did.
It'd be swell.
Stand by for audio. Got it.
And now,
The Alex Baker Show
brings you one of the most exciting events it's ever been our privilege to bring.
Here we go again.
And this is just the beginning.
The Alex Baker Show podcast.
No.
I can't get it.
Well, I'm gonna have to just do it myself. Here we go.
Yeah.
Check
Warning, warning.
Hey y'all, it's revolution up in this bitch.
The Alex
Baker
Show. Kerrang Radio. The Alex Baker Show. Kerrang Radio.
Ow.
Oh, is that the fire alarm, guys?
Oh God.
It's I think. What do we do? We're on air.
You're the fire marshal. Just get out.
No, not really. It was just me dicking around. Welcome to it. Sunday nights, 10 till 12, the Alex Baker Show. You know the score. Me, you, Tommy, Kevin, Haley sitting around chatting about various different things. So, loads of people do not believe that Tommy is real. This has occurred to us over the past sort of few months or so. Tommy's not been on the show in so long that people are starting to disbelieve that he is actually real. Kevin, you've known Tommy for ages. Is Tommy real?
I'm starting to doubt it myself, to be honest.
What?
No,
What do you mean?
I'm kidding, of course. No, he is a real person.
Tommy is real.
He's a real boy.
Haley, you also know that Tommy is real because you used to love him.
He's a real man.
Oh, I used to love Tommy. Oh, Tommy, I love you. Oh, can I touch your No, you can't. Oh, sorry.
But, especially for all the people that disbelieve that Tommy is real, my friends, ladies and gentlemen, Tommy is in the building! Just not this building.
Why set me up for such a fool?
That's a big empty chair.
I thought he was going to stroll through the door, strutting in the way that Tommy does.
No, he doesn't strut. He doesn't strut anymore.
It's okay, Haley's here! Oh, Haley, my flame-haired warrior princess. How are you?
I'm brilliant.
Your
I
hair
was
is
just thinking,
flame-haired.
actually, I had a hilarious message from Tommy the other day.
Did you?
Yeah, it was at 1:15 in the morning.
Yeah.
Wow, just met your double, nearly dry humped her in error. Thankfully I didn't.
Wicked.
See, he exists.
Tommy does
He
exist.
does exist.
Unless
Actual text message.
unless Haley loves him so much that she started hallucinating dry humping promises from Tommy. Haley, how are you, my darling?
I'm fantastic.
Are you excited?
Why?
Mr. Ed Sheeran will be joining us in the studio. If you don't know who Ed Sheeran is, really, you probably should know who Ed Sheeran is. He's kind of like been number one in the charts for ages, and he's a superstar, really. He's got like 400,000 Twitter followers. I was chatting to him on Twitter the other day, and I was thinking, please don't look at my followers. Please don't look at my followers.
I've got 71 now.
71?
Nice.
Ow! Hug it out!
Let me see how many I've got. Hang on. It's loading.
Too slow.
Oh, wow. Well, this is engaging radio. Let's just wait while Kev brings his phone out.
604.
I've got 2,000.
All right.
300.
Jeez.
Could always have more at Alex Baker, man. Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, no, you didn't.
Oh, at Haley I didn't.
Oh, no, you didn't.
You don't even use it. You sent
no, you
3
didn't.
tweets ever, and 2 of them were to Eurovision trying to get read out.
Really? Incidentally, you know G. Barlow?
Yeah.
Gary Barlow. Mm-hmm. So I was watching X Factor. Apologies. And she said, no, you, I'm not going to apologise. I love X Factor. I think it's wicked. I'm all about new talent. Have you just heard the On-Sign show? 2 hours of new music every single week. Ow. And I love new talent, no matter what the genre is. I play loads of female singer-songwriters and stuff on there. It's all good. You know, these people are trying to make something of themselves. I embrace that. But Gary Barlow, man, I forgot how powerful X Factor is. He went on and said, there's been a guy impersonating me on Twitter, but it's not actually mine. I've set up my own new Twitter profile called G Barlow Official. Add me now, sort of thing. He said this on the show. And so I immediately went on Twitter, and he had 50 followers, right? And then I refreshed it, and he had like 500. You were doing this as well.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I refreshed it again, like about 20 minutes later, and he had like 150,000.
Ridiculous.
Just like bam, 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 bam. I don't even know how many he's got now, but I bet it's at least 1 million.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just intense, isn't it? How much power these people have.
And the thing is, as well, even we did it. And we were doing it out of interest to say, I bet he's got loads already. But we still went on there and clicked follow.
I don't care about Gary Barlow.
Even if you're sceptical, you went on there and followed him because it was such a big event.
Hayley's losing her mind over here. To be fair, Gary Barlow has turned into a bit of a fox.
Oh, he is more than a fox.
You know, back in the day, he was like the sort of the unspeakable one, wasn't he? In Take That.
Yeah.
You had Robbie, who was like the lad, and you had Mark Orange or whatever his name is, who was like the girly one that all the girls thought was attractive. Mark, who's Orange? Then?
Jason Orange.
Jason Orange. Oh, no one really liked him. And then there's all these, and then Gary Barlow was like, everyone knew he was the talent, like that he wrote all the songs and stuff, but he just looked like an armpit, like someone's armpit, or like someone's crap nephew. Do you know what I mean? That kind of crap nephew look. But now he's all sort of rugged and he's got the hair and the beard.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah. You're feeling that vibe.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, Hayley, it's been an interesting week for you. You've got a new abode, a new job. It's all kicking off. Loads of stuff happening in your life.
Everything's coming together.
You're becoming a real person.
I'm becoming a real person.
When I first met Hayley, she was just this like weird anomaly of a girl. Hayley and Hayley's friends are like no one else on this earth.
Yeah,
they're like a law unto themselves. They just go out every night causing chaos, like breaking men's hearts in a nice way. And Hayley, when I first met you, you were this like sort of fierce nutter who was like all about the booze and the sex. And now you're sort of growing up, and it's an amazing thing for me and all the listeners that listen to this show.
I feel like me and Alex have sort of fathered you to this state.
Oh God,
Jesus.
don't say that.
Yeah, I was
There's no hope.
Yeah, my dad wouldn't be happy with that.
He wouldn't. I met your dad once at the German market a couple of years ago. He shook my hand and then kind of took it away and sort of wiped it on his trousers. As if to say, I'm not sure that I approve of you, Mr. Bakerman. I'm not sure that I approve of you.
Didn't you try and pretend you were Tommy?
Yeah, I was like, it definitely wasn't me that's saying all those things about your daughter being a slut. But it was. It was Mr. Udin. Also in the studio is Kevin! Kevin, I've decided we should do this. Check!
What has
Kevin done this week? Nothing.
Yeah, that's the brand new feature for like Kevin, because there's always so much going on in your life, and every single week you say to me, Alex, like, you never talk to me.
I said it once.
You never do it. Like, you always talk to Hayley, and you always make a big deal about Tommy, but like, you never talk to me. And it's like a bit like my heart is like breaking. I'm doing the little thing that the people do on YouTube, and my heart's like breaking. And so I just thought, is it possible you could talk to me more?
So I've done this feature specially for you, Kevin.
Awesome.
So tell us what's happened this week in the world of Kevin. Check.
What has Kevin done this week?
Nothing.
Okay, so do you remember on Dragon's Den a while back, the people that had the dog toilet?
No.
Well, it was like a little box, but it had like AstroTurf on it,
Right.
and it's got the smell on it to encourage dogs to do their...
Smell of what?
I don't know, some scent that encourages them to go on it and use it as a toilet.
Hayley just grabbed her boob there. Very exciting.
Nice. And the sort of, the fluid stuff drains through into like a draining board underneath, and then the more solid stuff stays on top, and you just sweep it into the bin, which is amazing.
Okay.
And it looks nice because it's like grass and it's like pretty.
Right.
We bought one.
Check.
What has Kevin done this week?
Nothing. Anything else?
Nah, that's about it. I watched Mr. Popper's Penguins.
Oh.
Oh, God, he was telling me about this in
was
the car.
Wow, you set that up well. Can't wait to find out more about that. Oh, God, he was telling me about this in the
It
car.
went like this. Well, I like penguins and I like Jim Carrey. It's awesome.
Poor Kevin.
What more can I say?
What has Kevin been doing this week? Not a lot. So I got an email of the week time now. I still haven't done a jingle for this. I've done a jingle for you, but I haven't done a jingle for email of the week.
Because I'm more important.
Hayley, let me hear you do a little jingle for us.
Email of the week.
Excellent. This is from Jody Gibb, who says, "New revolution alert!
Alert! Alert! Alert!"
Let me just get my little email sound. Hi. So, as you are aware from podcast episode 11, The Millennium Falcon Fails Its MOT, I've been struggling with your revolutions. All the signs I'm seeing, she's talking about the taking signs literally revolution there, make sense and are generally taken literally anyway, and I'm still really sarcastic. So those two revolutions, she's just battered away with the back of her hand there. So instead of all these revolutions that rely on external prompts, I propose a new revolution. I don't have a name yet, but you have to expand on your imagery. For example, it's like watching paint dry. What you would say instead, when implementing the new revolution, is it's like observing magnolia emulsion drying on the feature wall.
Oh my God.
And the phrase, as confused as an upside down turtle, would become as flummoxed as a gravitationally deranged terrapin, etc., etc. I know there have been a lot of revolutions recently, you're not wrong, but I think this one is fun because you can do it even if no one else does it, and can also improve linguistic abilities as you have to think of interesting words.
Got a name?
Me and my friend do that already.
Do you?
Yeah, you know my friend Jess.
Do I ever?
Yeah, well, we've realised that the game down it when you're drinking leads to a lot of problems. You know, get drunk very quickly.
Yeah.
So we've changed it, although it still has the same meaning. Finish your drink in its entirety without stopping.
Brilliant. But there we go. So you're already embracing the revolution.
I've got a name for this.
Go on then, Kevin.
The flamboyant simile revolution.
The flamboyant simile revolution. Right, so there we go. The flamboyant revolution is in full effect.
Flamboyant simile revolution.
The flamboyant simile revolution is in full effect thanks to Jodie Gibb. So just to give you an example of that, the phrase, let's think, it's Sunday night, welcome to it, it's Kerrang Radio, my name's Alex Baker, this is the Alex Baker Show, every single Sunday night from 10 till 12. Could be changed to something like, congratulations for stumbling upon the Alex Baker Show on Kerrang Radio. Oh, no, it's not exactly.
You could say it's the 7th night of the week, it's the 22nd hour of the day until the 24th hour of the day.
Yeah, but that's not really flamboyant, that's more descriptive.
Yeah.
It needs to be something like, greetings, whippersnappers. Congratulations and highest praise for happening upon Le Alexander Baker programme. Sundays forthwith betwixt the hours of 10 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time to 12 a.m. dans le matin. Say, that's much better, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I like it. I'm embracing this revolution, yo. This is awesome. It's called the Flamboyant Simile Revolution. It's in full effect. Please do not forget, however, the telephone revolution, the name badge revolution, the purposefully not understanding sarcasm revolution, and the taking signs literally revolution.
And the Ron Seal revolution.
And the Ron Seal, that's taking signs literally revolution.
Of course.
Yeah, same thing, but actually, yeah, that's the correct name. I got it wrong. Ooh. Right, so I had also, on the subject of cool emails, had an email from a chap called Sean Leatherdale, sup Holmes, who said, have you heard this? The Rick Astley and Nirvana Smells Like Teen Spirit mashup.
No.
Either of you guys heard this?
No.
Oh my days. I could not believe it when I heard it. It's actually quite good. Weirdly, it's Nirvana Smells Like Teen Spirit mashed up with Rick Astley. What more could you ask for? Here it is, live on Kerrang. Oh God. Let's do this. Incidentally, facebook.com/Kerrang Radio. Get on there. Post up comments. KerrangRadio.co.uk if you ever want to email me. Maybe you can be email of the week. Week. Sorry. Here he is.
Oh my word.
Who would have thought Smells Like Teen Spirit would get rickrolled? Amazing.
I love this song.
It's so
I love
well
both
done.
of these songs.
Now you can enjoy both at once. Big chorus.
Oh my.
Would you have ever imagined this could happen? There we go. Also, in other news this week, I found out something absolutely appallingly upsetting.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You're
This
not
is
dying, are you?
No, it's worse.
Oh.
This is real serious stuff here,
Is
actually.
Kev
So
dying?
Get away from... No, worse than that. Way worse than that.
Are we
Gee.
getting axed?
No, worse than that. I don't know how to break this to you.
Oh, I'm actually feeling quite weird.
I mean, you might already know this, but it was news to me. I've downloaded an app on the iPhone called Instagram. Have you heard of it?
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Yeah, Instagram's sick.
Oh.
Do you not know what...
What's
do you,
Instagram?
I've lost you to the world of everyone.
What do you mean?
What's
Just everyone
Instagram?
that uses Instagram. I think they're cool, don't they?
Instagram's amazing. So basically, you take pictures with your phone,
Yeah.
and you load them into Instagram, and you can apply all kinds of cool filters, and it makes your photo look a million times better. And then you upload it, and you can upload it to Twitter, and people can see them, and that's it. It's just awesome. What's wrong with that?
Hipstergram, man.
It's
Come on,
brilliant.
I thought you were cooler than that.
No, because I've just, you take cool photos, and they look cool. They make my crap photos look better.
Okay, so just carry on. Just
Get
get
off
on
my
with it.
case, yo. This is a tough time as it is. Well, I found out, I took a picture with Instagram of me trying to make myself look all cool so I could upload it to Twitter and get loads of chicks. Not really. and I found out, for the first time ever, that I've got a really weird nose. My nose is really weird. Have you ever noticed this?
No.
I've got half.
nose.
Look at my nostrils, right? One of them is flat, like, you know, wide, and one of them is not.
Turn your head.
Oh, yeah! Yeah! What the Can you believe my surprise?
Our nostrils.
Because Mel always says to me, "Oh, I love your little nose," and I'm like, "Oh, thanks, Mel. Oh, we're so in love." And then I showed her this picture on Instagram, and I was like, "Look at my nose," and she was like, "Yeah, what?" I was like, "It's all wonky and messed up," and she was like, "It's always been like that." I was like, "What? No! I thought I had the perfect nose."
Oh, send me the link when the next song's on. I'll put it up for everyone to see.
I can't believe it. My nose is wonky. We'll just take a picture now. Take a picture now of my nose.
Okay.
Do it. My nose is all wonky, and I'm gutted. Obviously, that's not worse than Kev dying or me dying,
Okay, come here.
or the show getting out.
Give me that nose. Oh my god.
Look how crap it is.
Can you see it?
Oh.
Jeez, flash of the nose.
Oh, everything's breaking. Can't believe it.
Telling that.
No.
I've got a wonky
Send the
ass
original
nose.
one. We'll put the original one.
Oh, fine. There we go. It just gutted. Anyway, so that's enough about my nose. We've got loads of stuff coming up in the show. We're going to be asking what is the greatest film of all time. We've got another round of Whole Truthski and Blundfolski. Got some Twin Atlantic on the show, some Smashing Pumpkins. We're going to be talking about what you'd do if you had £1 million. We're going to be talking about prisoners wearing their own clothes. We're going to be talking about awesome things that don't exist but should exist if we did. We're going to be talking about F My Life. And also, power musician man Ed Sheeran is going to come onto the show. Woo. And we're going to have a little chat to Ed Sheeran as well. Apparently he's a big fan of the show. Not sure if that's true. So we thought we'd get him on and say hello. He's on the way. Correct.
Alex Baker Show.
Yes. Welcome to the show. It's the dead of night. My name is Alex Baker. I hope you're feeling awesome. Recently on the show, we've been trying to decide collectively with you guys at home and people on Facebook.com/Kerrang Radio, what is the greatest film, you ready, Kev, of all? He is good at the echo effect,
he is
isn't he?
really good.
What is the greatest film of all time? I thought you were getting better at it.
Oh, yeah.
This has been a massive feat. This has been going on forever. There's so many different genres, and we're coming towards the end of it now. We've actually only got 2 genres left.
Yes!
Just 2 genres left, and collectively with you guys, we will have decided on what the greatest films of all time are in each different genre. But then we will pit all the genres off against each other in a great battle of epic proportions. Though I don't really know what that's going to entail yet. Probably be just a vote.
Yeah.
So in one breath, I'm going to run through and tell you what films have made the grade, according to you guys, so far. Here we go. Gangster, the winner was Goodfellas. Comedy, the winner was Anchorman. Horror, the winner was A Nightmare on Elm Street original version. Action, the winner was Die Hard. Kids film, Toy Story. Thriller, Donnie Darko. Sci-fi, Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back. Rom-com, Love Actually. Drama, The Shawshank Redemption. Adventure, Pirates of the Caribbean. Musical, The Rocky Horror Picture Show. Disaster, Armageddon. War, Saving Private Ryan. Western, The Good, the Bad and the Ugly. Chick flick, Mean Girls. Teen movie, American Pie. Sports School Running. Spoof, Scary Movie. Documentary. Foo Fighters, Back and Forth. Anime, Spirited Away, last week on the show. Well done. We asked you, what was the greatest, well, we thought it was biopic of all time. That's what it says though, isn't it?
That's
biopic.
how it's spelled, yeah.
But so many people, including Kev's girlfriend, went mental at us and said it's not called biopic, it's called, what is it?
Biopic.
Biopic. Is Hayley still holding her breath? What are you doing?
I was seeing how long I could hold my breath for whilst
Trying to get a head rush. You cheap junkie. What is the greatest biopic?
Yeah.
Well, it's not biopic,
It is,
it?
apparently.
It's biopic.
A Pazza, that's what it is.
A Pazza. We asked you what is the greatest biopic of all time.
Time.
Good. You shortlisted these top 5 films. Number 1, Catch Me If You Can. Is that a biopic?
Yeah, I think so, yeah, because it's a true story. But
The Social Network?
Yeah.
Definitely. Notorious, which is about Biggie Smalls. Notorious. Bum, 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 bum. 127 Hours, which is the one about the guy who gets his hand stuck in a rock when he's climbing, sort of thing. That's an awesome film. And also Anton Corbijn's Control, which is about who?
Ian Curtis. Joy Division.
So there we go, the top 5 all time. Catch Me If You Can, The Social Network, Notorious, 127 Hours, and Control. I think probably my favourite out of those is... Ooh, God, they're really good.
I'm going with Catch Me If You Can.
Yeah, I do really like that film.
Have you seen The Social Network yet?
No.
How can you have not seen The Social Network? Your whole job here at Kerrang Radio is based around things like Facebook.
Yeah.
How can you not have seen that film?
Just to be awkward.
It's so good. You'll absolutely love it.
Yeah.
It'll quickly become your favourite film ever if you watch it.
All right.
It's so good, Kevin. It's the best film ever.
Yeah, but you know when people,
Not really.
you know when people say that to you, it just makes you not want to watch it because you're going to be disappointed.
You won't be.
Okay.
It's amazing.
Promise?
No. Catch Me If You Can, The Social Network, Notorious, 127 Hours in Control. I really liked 127 Hours. I think you guys seen 127 Hours.
Liked that as
It's
well.
so good. It's so emotional when he goes through all these different states of emotion as he realises that he's probably going to die, and then he manages to get away. So good. Notorious is awesome because I really liked Notorious B.I.G. when I was growing up, and that was a really good portrayal of his life. Social Network's amazing. Catch Me If You Can, that's the one with Leonardo DiCaprio in it, right?
Yeah, and Tom Hanks.
That's really good. That's the one where he's like super clever, but he's a bit of a blagger.
Yeah.
And he pretends that he's like a lawyer and all that. No, he doesn't. He actually passes the lawyer exams, doesn't he, in the film?
Yeah, but there's other stuff like pilot and all kinds of
Yeah,
stuff.
he pretends to be loads of different people.
But why is he doing it?
He's on the run, isn't he? For
Yeah.
some reason.
For what, though? Can you remember?
Fraud or something?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, and then it turns out that he then goes into his job now in the real world is he's actually someone that's employed by major banks
To catch con men.
con men, isn't it? Yeah, it's such a good film, that. Catch Me If You Can, Social Network's Notorious, 127 Hours in Control. I've not seen Control, although I have heard millions of good things about it. Actually, I think the winner of the whole film thing that we've been doing could be in that top 5.
Yeah.
That's a really strong top 5. You know, if we put them up next to other ones in the past, like Social Network against Goodfellas. Social Network's come out pretty well. Social Network against Anchorman comes out pretty well. Against Dark comes out pretty well. You know, they're good films. They're really, really good films. So what we have to do now is open it up to you guys. Facebook.com/Kerrang Radio. Which of those 5 biopic films is the greatest film of all biopic time?
Biopic time. Biopic time.
He just thinks about everything, doesn't he? Really, does it? He's an all-rounder.
That's good. He's still going. Biopic. Catch Me If You Can, The Social Network, Notorious, 127 Hours of Control, Facebook.com/Kerrang Radio. Get on there right now. We've only got 2 genres left. Once we've decided which is the greatest biopic of all time, next week we're going to be hassling, dealing with epic/historic movies. How can it be epic/historic?
You know, like
Troy.
300 and Troy.
Okay, so not necessarily historical fact, just like historical in nature on the screen. Yeah. Okay, and then we've got the final genre, obviously good films that just aren't on the list so far. And what we're going to be doing, once we've got all the films together, all the different genres together, we'll be pitching them off against each other in an epic battle of epic proportions, and one will be crowned the greatest film of all time. And we'll do a screening of that film at the Electric Cinema in Birmingham. And you guys can come down and watch it. I don't know how it's going to work yet. I think I'm probably going to have to fund it myself because you have to pay a license fee to watch these films. So I probably have to pay the money to myself. So if you want to donate when you get there, £1 or whatever, that'd be much appreciated. We'll meet up with you guys. Maybe I'll get one of my bands down to play. Not one of my bands, but bands that I support on the On Sign Show, like the Hype Theory or Death Havana or Lower Atlantis. We'll get someone to come down and play a few little ditties for you. And then we'll watch the movie, have some chorizo, drink some champagne, maybe.
Chardonnay.
Some Chardonnay, darling. And I had a really posh weekend, by the way, last weekend. It was ridiculously posh. I don't know what happened, because I'm not a posh guy with posh taste. But we ended up going to Rick Stein's restaurant.
Nice.
A seafood restaurant in Padstow in Cornwall. Me and my lovely fiancée, Melissa. Hello, darling. Her lovely boyfriend. Not her, but lovely boyfriend. Her sister's lovely boyfriend, Ewan. Hello, darling. And her sister. Hello, darling. We all went, and for some reason I went really posh and started drinking Bellinis. Right? Which is just a champagne mixed with peach syrup.
Oh my god.
And I had about 20 of them. I remember being in the middle of this restaurant, just going up to people's tables going, "Hello, how can I teach you about Bellinis?" And they'd be like, "Oh, piss off, who's this guy?" This really posh restaurant, and me stumbling around like a complete but anyway, greatest film of all time. Greatest film of all time, in full effect. Facebook.com/Kerrang Radio. Which of those 5 is the greatest biopic of all time? Catch me if you can, the social network, Notorious 107 Out of Control. Go!
God, we have way too much time on our hands.
Oh dear!
I'll tell you what though, Al, you want to watch it when you're doing all these fancy, radio glitches, messing about with sound and stuff. You don't want to show off. People might think you're being clocky.
No, he didn't.
We've got to hand it to me.
Such a big.
Oh, Alex, watch what you're saying.
What? It's a timepiece. Oh my God!
Oh dear.
What time are we clocking off today?
Yeah!
Oh, these puns are so stupid. I bet people think we're such a bunch of clock faces. That was rubbish. Yeah, I'm done.
The Alex Baker Show podcast.
Alex Baker Show.
Just during that song there, myself, hello, I'm Alex Baker. Kevin,
Hello, I'm Kevin Hingley.
and also Hayley.
Hi, I'm Haley.
For some reason, I don't know whether it was the wonderful inflections in Billy Corgan's voice, we started talking about hymns at school.
Yeah, man.
Did you go to Church of England school then?
No, it's just a normal school, but we had to do hymns.
Did you?
Yeah.
But hymns are religious, right?
Yeah, but for some reason we did them in assembly.
Yeah,
Oh, right.
so did we.
What was your favourite hymn?
There's so many. It's so difficult.
Do you remember the one that went, "Make me a channel of your peace.
Yeah.
Where there is shelter, let me bring my love."
Amazing. My favourite was the one that went like, I was cold, I was naked, were you there, were you there? I was cold, I was naked, were you
I
there?
don't know either of them ones, but there
Do you
was
not?
like we were saying the classics. All things bright
Yeah,
and
yeah.
beautiful.
All creatures great and small, 2, 3,
And
4.
also, what was the other one?
Lord of the Dance.
Dance,
Wherever you may be, I am the Lord of the dance, said he, and I'll lead you all wherever you may be, and I'll lead you all in the dance, said he. Double time! Wherever you may be, I am the Lord of the dance, said he, and leading you all wherever you may be.
Yeah. We had a really enthusiastic head teacher as well called Miss Vendy. Hello, Miss Vendy. You could always hear Miss Vendy coming from miles away.
Yeah.
Because she had a certain texture and tone to her voice.
Yeah.
Where I just did it a little bit then. Voice. She had this she had this thing that she did like that. So you could hear her coming. She'd be like, you'd hear this thing in the distance going. As you got a little bit closer, you'd be like, yes, so I was talking the other day to some people in the parental associations, and then she came up to me and go, Alex, tuck your shirt in.
Were you in Slytherin House by any chance?
No. And she really got into hymns.
Oh.
Like hymn time was her special time. Do you know what I mean? She loved it, and she sat at the piano. Actually, she played the piano. Good work. A musical one, indeed. And she'd sit there at the piano and she'd be like hammering at the keys and she'd be like really giving it hell. She's like Tim Minchin. She's going mad with her big hair. She'd be like, I am the Lord of the dance, said C. It was amazing. Oh man, school was awesome, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I miss school.
Oh.
Maybe we should do or one time on the Alex Baker Show podcast, we should like bring hymns up to date, and I can do like some beatboxing.
Yeah.
And we get some hymns on the go.
Or let's just try and get a hymn in the charts.
Yeah.
But like an old school traditional recording of a
I'd
hymn.
like to point out, I so thought that you were going to come out with, you know what we should do? We should go into a school one day.
Let's do the show from a school. Who wants the Alex Baker Show to come to their school? Facebook.com/Kerrang Radio. We'll do it from your school and alarm. Need to burp. Oh, we'll alarm your teachers. They'll be like, oh, my ears. Oh, no. Oh, I cannot take it. It's too explicit. Oh. Anyway, so that's not what we're talking about here at all. We're talking about this. A 40-something couple won last week £101 million on the National Lottery. £101 million. Apparently, no, you go.
Sorry, I was just gonna say apparently they're rich. Apparently they're richer than Chris Martin. And
Really?
yeah, and who was the other person? Someone ridiculous that they're already
Richer than Chris Martin.
Yeah.
From Coldplay.
Crazy.
He must be minted up in here. Apparently, they have vowed to give away a large chunk of their jackpot and make 20 of their best mates millionaires overnight. Right?
Sick.
Premier Foods worker Dave, 47, this is from Daily Mail, and Angela, 43, who are not married, don't know why they put that in there, plan to swap their £70 per week one-bedroom flat for a property in Chelsea, darling. Chelsea. And can you believe that? They're going to make 20 of their friends millionaires overnight.
Yeah.
If you guys, I want to be honest with me, if you won £101 million on the lottery, would you give me £1 million?
Yeah.
Would you really?
I've talked about this with my parents before. Like, even if I gave like all my friends and family members £1 million, I'd still have something like ridiculous, like 10
60 million
left.
or something. Yeah. Well, for me,
I've got
very few friends. No one likes me.
I've got a big family, so.
Well, I just think, imagine that though. Like, you woke up one morning and your mate rang you and said, "Hello, Alex. Bit of a weird phone call this. We've been mates for years." I'm thinking, oh my God, he slept with my girlfriend. I don't believe it. I can't believe he's done this to me. Why? I won £101 million on the lottery. I want to give you £1 million.
Because 101 is a really bad number. So if I, give you one of it, then 100.
I want to make it more
rounded.
equal. Yeah, exactly. What would you do in that situation? What would your initial reaction be?
Scream.
I wouldn't believe it at all.
Really?
Yeah.
But then he said, go to your bank account now.
Yeah, if it was there.
Well, no, I wouldn't, because I'd be like, how the hell do you know my bank details?
Yeah, well, if they're a really good friend, then they might do.
Alex has got mine on his online banking.
Yeah, I know yours as well.
Oh,
Hayley.
yeah, okay, fair enough.
Account number 404. No, sort of code 51.
Completely wrong, anyway.
Oh, rude.
Oh,
but what would you do? What would you do with £1 million? Like, if it was just given to you there and then, would you be sensible, or would you just like blow the whole lot?
I'm really sensible. I'd pay off like all my debts, like uni.
Yeah.
And then like you'd get so much interest from it. You'd just be like, yeah, saving it up, getting some interest. Yeah.
Do you think,
I'd go a little bit mental.
I think I'd buy a house. I think I'd just go and buy a house. I'd find the house that I want for like 850 grand and just buy it.
See, the thing is,
Bam.
I've only just moved into a house and I quite like it. So I think I'd stay there for a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe pay all my housemates rent.
So you've got £1 million and you're gonna live in your shared house.
Yeah, save some money.
By the way, we haven't explained this yet. Hayley's moved into a new house and she's the only single girl in the house. Hello to Hayley's housemates that are listening. Hi. What's she like? Is she lovely? You wait until she starts bringing the blokes home.
You're funny.
No, she's lovely, really. I'm sure she wouldn't do that. Is it nice there?
It's lovely.
What are your housemates like? What are they called? What are their names?
They're all fantastic.
Yeah?
They're all called Fantastic.
They're all called Fantastic.
Oh, Mr. Fox.
Yeah. Well, there's altogether there's 2 guys, 2 girls.
Yep.
Nice and evenly split.
So are you going to start home wrecking, or are you just going to just going to keep them merry
That
balance?
wasn't part of the plan. No.
Okay. Well, never mind. I'm sure we can change that. So I mean, how cool is that, Kevin? What would you do with £1 million?
I'd make one of those anonymous altruistic charity donations to get tax breaks.
What, with all of it?
No, just like enough of it to count.
But you don't need to pay tax on it. I mean, it's lottery.
Yeah, but don't you get like general tax break? If you do so many altruistic donations a year, you get tax breaks or something.
I don't know.
Companies do it all the time where they make a donation that's private and they're not allowed to have any advertising out of it, and that way they get tax breaks.
Yeah, there's something like that.
But that's the boring answer.
Wow.
Yeah.
But yeah,
why don't I ask Kev stuff?
I'd buy a car. I'd buy an island.
An island?
What island could you buy with £1 million? Do
God, well,
you reckon you could buy the Isle of Wight? Does anyone listen on the Isle of Wight, by the way? Facebook.com/Kerrang Radio. Are you on the Isle of Wight now? Because I'll tell you one thing, I refuse to ever go back, no matter how good the festival is, because they've got a place called Black Gang Chine in the Isle of Wight.
Right.
And at Black Gang Chine, there's a life-size model of a saber-toothed tiger, and I'm terrified of saber-toothed tigers. And I've been there twice, and I only went again because I forgot the saber-toothed tiger was there. I thought it was in a dream. And I went back and saw it again.
Oh, no.
And I cried.
absolute fail.
They're so scary. So it's a tiger, which is scary enough, but with massive fangs.
And aren't they bigger?
Yeah, they're massive, Hayley. Oh my God, they're massive. So I'd get the saber-toothed tiger removed from Black Gang Chine if I won £1 million, so I could go back there. And also, do you hear about this as well? Just moving on completely. We're just talking about a lot of things today. There's a lot of random stuff happening.
I like it.
Apparently, prisoners in 5 prisons in the UK are going to be allowed to start wearing their own clothes to improve their self-esteem. What do you think about that?
If they're in a prison, maybe they don't deserve self-esteem.
Well, yeah, kinda.
And also, I'd like to point out that if they're all wearing their own clothes, instead of just having one load of washing because it's just, you know, an orange jumpsuit, say, that they wear, you've got all these different types of materials, all these colours. Imagine the prison having... They've got loads of washing to
start
do.
separating all the colours off and only doing half loads because that day there's too many black things.
Cost the government a fortune.
Exactly.
Yeah, they really should have thought that through. But no, I think that's so mad. Don't get me wrong, if you're listening in prison now, I know that a lot of people listen to the show from prison, and I haven't got anything against prisoners generally, but you have to admit, if you're in prison, it's generally because you've done something wrong. And why do you get to start wearing your own clothes?
I was going to say, I feel really bad for the comment I made about the self-esteem. I'm sure they do.
Yeah, they don't deserve self-esteem.
it just came out. Like, now I feel bad that I said it.
Don't feel bad. But,
I do.
But at the same time, firstly, is wearing their own clothes going to improve their self-esteem? Secondly, why do they have the right to? It's prison, it's a punishment. It's not like... Because the thing is, they keep doing this with prisons, don't they? They keep introducing these new measures and saying, oh, well, you know, they're bored, so let's give them PlayStations. Or, oh, it's not really fair for them to not watch TV. Let's give them TV.
I reckon the real reason is that they can't afford to supply the uniforms.
Wow.
Prisons are overcrowded. There's been a massive increase in prisons.
Where are they going to get where are they going to get clothes from? How are they going to get the clothes?
No, they have their own clothes. Like when they go to prison, they take their clothes with them, pack a little case.
Oh, yeah.
But then you'd have all these people strolling around in like Gucci, maybe.
And what if people have been there for years and they have to put on their like old tweed jacket? That'd be
fantastic.
Half the prison will be like bit like it's gone back in time, and people like smoking pipes and flat caps.
What if one of them owns a guard's uniform?
Exactly. Then what? You know, what if one of them is a naturist and wants to walk around naked? Can't have that in prisons.
But the thing is, as well, did you guys ever watch that programme Strange Ways? It was about the prison in, is it Manchester?
Yeah.
And it was like some people were just going out and committing crimes because, to be fair, they've got things, they're getting fed, they've got a bed, they've got somewhere to stay, which is better than what they'd have if they were on the outside.
But that's what happens in American prisons as well. You have all these people that like go to prison and then actively try and stay in prison so they don't have to go out and have a job and stuff.
In my head, in prisons in America, they wear orange jumpsuits and have balls and chains on their ankles.
They do in some of them.
Well, I think all of them are like that in my head.
But you know what? The prison system in America is really mad because there's like, what is it? It's some ridiculous figure, like 5 million people in prison in America.
Wow.
Like, it's insane. It's like...
Isn't it in this country, there's only like, I heard it on the news the other day.
There's only about 20 places left.
No, well, not quite that extreme. There's like 1,500 places left in prisons in England.
And that's it?
That's it,
So what are they going to do with people that commit crimes?
I don't. Send them to America.
Yeah. Bloody hell,
Free
isn't that
holiday.
mad? Start sending them to Australia like we used to. It's so bad that we used to do that, isn't it? What should we do with all these people? Let's send them to a lovely country where they'll love their life and they can, you know, have a little bit of a fight with fisticuffs with a kangaroo and
Cuddle a koala bear.
Cuddle a koala. Oh man, Mel did the sweet. We're just rambling now. I'm sorry. Mel did the sweetest thing the other day. She jumped on me. She jumped on me and wrapped her legs and arms around me and went, "I'm a koala." I was walking around the house with Mel the koala on me. Oh, actually, yeah, that reminds me. I don't know why.
Oh my God.
Another sort of weird thing that's come up this week. Totally mad. Have you heard about this sick asylum seekers game show?
No.
This sounds like a joke. This is actually true. This will blow your mind. A new game show has launched in Holland in which failed asylum seekers compete for cash to spend back home after they've been deported.
Oh my word.
What? So, Weg van de Nederland, meaning either leaving the Netherlands or mad about the Netherlands, features contestants answering questions about Dutch culture. They stand to win £3,500 as a consolation for being denied permission to stay in the country. Losers receive gifts such as a bouquet of tulips and a bulletproof vest.
Oh my word.
What the hell, right? Women dressed as air stewardesses stand next to contestants during the show, reports the Daily Telegraph. Holland's refugee support group spokesman Wouter van Zandwijk said, sorry, I'm not being racist, I just can't pronounce that. The programme is sick, but let's face it, the reality is sick too. There's always someone have to make it serious. The editor-in-chief of Dutch channel Vipro, which screened the pilot on Thursday night, commented, "The candidates are not actors, they are genuine, unsuccessful asylum seekers who have to leave this country within a month or two. My first reaction was that this was a terrible idea, but then I realised the show was not really mocking asylum seekers, but highlighting their plight through humour.
Oh my word.
What the hell? What is going on? That's mad. Don't you think that's mad?
I can just imagine people like in refugee camps, like wherever they've been sent back to, and they've got nothing. They're in like a barren wasteland. They're all starving, but they've got like a little trophy.
Yeah, from this stupid game show where they dress up as air stewardesses and stand next. It's so messed up.
That's crazy.
Can't believe how messed up that is. And I just thought it was worth a mention. Please note, we're not taking the mick out of it. Well, we are taking the mick out of it. We're not taking the mick out of asylum seekers. I just think that's mad. I think has society come to this? That reminds me of that film, The Running Man.
Oh, I love The Running Man.
Running Man's an amazing film. Have you seen The Running Man?
No.
It's an Arnold Schwarzenegger film where basically it's not the same because asylum seekers aren't prisoners, I know, but dangerous prisoners they don't know what to do with. They get told that if they can survive this game show, they can be freed. But the game show is like a fight to the death, where you go into different zones and come up against these like warrior game show people, and like one of them is like an ice skater and he cuts your head off with his hockey stick. Like, it's totally mad. Basically, it's totally mad. But at the time when that first came out, everyone was like, "Oh my god, imagine living in a world where that kind of thing was happen. That'd be ridiculous." This isn't that far away.
Jesus, yeah, that's a good point.
This isn't that. They're literally mocking people's misery. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, so, yeah.
Excuse me for interrupting, boys and girls, but maybe you would like to find out just what it would be like if there were no rules.
But how could we do that?
By going someplace where there are no rules.
Now where could that be?
The Alex Baker Show.
Kerrang Radio.
Let's all think real hard and pretend we're in a faraway place.
Where anything goes and nothing is off limits.
Now, come on.
Let's go to the world of
The coolest
broadcast transmission
this world
Has ever known.
Everyone knows his name.
He's as crazy as a coot. People all over the world are losing their damn minds. And there's nothing you can do about it. Are you ready to rock?
He knows he must be stopped before he fulfills his terrifying mission.
I don't think there are any words to describe.
How very inappropriate.
his radio
Shows really are.
He's never going to admit it.
My advice to you, start drinking heavily.
Remember, don't try this at home.
He is seriously twisted.
He's the man with the records. Anything goes and nothing is off limits. If you can't handle it, turn the channel.
Listen to this man.
He bit Dakota Fanning on the face.
He just wants to play.
The person I'm about to introduce needs no introduction.
Yeah.
So please give a warm, hormonal shriek for the sizzling hot
Alex Baker.
Oh my god! So late! Why have I got so much energy? Welcome to it, Sunday night, 10 till 12. You know the score is the early B show. Yeah, you know me. How you doing? Hope you're feeling absolutely wicked. Hello to all the people that have been getting involved all week with me on Twitter, and with Kev on Twitter, and with Hayley on Twitter, and the new people that have subscribed to Tommy on Twitter. Although I can't read out his @ thing because it's really rude. Something about penises. We're here till 12 o'clock at night when Johnny Doom will take over, but right now it's time for one of the best features in the world. Sort of. This is the feature that has been sweeping the nation. This feature has been opening branches of restaurants around the country and employing not disheveled, that's the wrong word, underprivileged staff, people that maybe didn't have much to go for in life, and training them up and using the profits of the restaurants to help them out and help them go further and give them opportunities they might not have otherwise had. It's a feature that's recently appeared on the Jonathan Ross show, cooking up a bit of Lady Gaga's dress. The Jamie Oliver of feature. It's Ultra Skill Blunfosky! This is also the feature that's been causing people loads of distress. Good God. Goodness me. We feigned. We got it wrong. We said that Alex Petrucci no longer listened to the show because we were told he no longer listened to the show. And apparently he does. And he wasn't best pleased. I'll tell you what, he sent me an email, quick sharp. Said, Alex, how dare you? I do listen to the show. I even started talking about a baker's mistake and all this stuff, so he obviously does.
Oh, no.
So apologies to you, Alex Petrucci. But at the same time, Holly Blundell has also now kind of integrated into this feature. So to be fair, we've still got the Petruski or Pofalski element because it's still called Holtruthski or Blundfolski. So we've got the Holly in there and the Petrucci in there. So it's all happening. You know, everyone's a winner. You know, right?
Well,
Yeah.
everyone apart from everyone that isn't Holly Blundell or Alex Petrucci.
Yeah. So 2 people out of millions are winners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So well done to you two.
And also, whoever wins the game.
Yeah, oh, naturally, of course. Oh, the game!
Oh,
If you don't know what we're talking about, you're now playing the game. The game works like this. All you've got to do is forget that you're playing the game. As soon as you forget you're playing the game, you're winning. Problem is, if you remember that you're playing the game, you instantly lose. But it's not as easy as that. You can't just say that you've lost. You have to then announce to the nation, to everyone around you that you've lost, and explain to them what the game is so they can start playing. Got so many burps inside me. Damn you, monster! There are other energy drinks available. So that's the situation we're in right now. We've just lost. So it's been about... Well, in fact, we lost last week, didn't we?
Yeah.
It's been about a week. A week to almost to the hour. So anyway, time for Holtruthski and Blundfolski, the legendary true or false game where you guys at home on facebook.com/Kerrang Radio 64100 with a play at the front of your message can play along. It's not for prizes, it's just for fun. I will read out 3 statements / questions. You guys have to decide whether they are Holtruthski, true, or Blundfolski, false. Are you ready for this? Some lewd gestures going on in the studio here. Glad you haven't got the webcam on. It's disgusting. What are you doing that for? Oh dear. Sorry. So let us play. Kevin and Hayley in the studio with me right now. You have to tell me whether it's Holtruthski or Blundfolski. Whoever wins, wins. Whoever loses is a big, massive, fat failure. Question 1. 74,000 acres of rainforest are destroyed daily. 74,000 acres. That's a lot of rainforest. Holtruthski or Blundfolski. 1, 2, 3.
Holtruthski.
You both say true. That is actually true. Isn't that mad? Not that I'm trying to be all political, but 74,000 acres of rainforest a day. Stop doing lewd gestures.
Sorry.
It's very immature.
Talking about rainforest.
Yeah, that makes me sad.
Yeah.
What? It does.
The word happy comes to... Well, I'll start again. The word happy comes from the Latin word hapolitina, which directly translates... I'm not sure if I said that right. Which directly translates as agonising grief. This is due to the fact that the concepts of happiness and sadness actually reversed in the late 1500s. I'm mad on that. So just to reiterate, the word happy comes from the Latin word hapolitina, which I don't know if I'm pronouncing right, which directly translates as agonising grief. This is due to the fact that the concepts of happiness and sadness actually reversed in the late 1500s. Holtruthski or Blundfolski. 1, 2, 3.
Blundfolski.
Oh, well, you're both wrong. That is actually true.
No way.
No, it's not. It's true. It's false. Yeah, I made it up.
So we're right.
You're right. Hey. Last one. When Barack Obama came to power in the United States of America. Really?
He's really fit.
Barack Obama?
Yeah.
What's fit about him?
Oh, everything.
Is it just the power?
No, he's just fit for
Okay,
an older man.
good work for an older man. When Barack Obama came to power in the US, thousands of US citizens didn't understand why so much fuss was being made about him being the first black president. They thought that the USA had already had a black president before because of
one before.
Because of the TV show 24.
Used this one before.
Oh, well, what's the answer then, smarty pants?
Holtruthski.
Yeah, it was true.
1, 2, 3. Oh, well, woo.
Oh! That means it's a draw.
Oh, God.
Don't try and spice it up when I've clearly messed it up by asking a question. Yes, so you both, that's a draw. Have I really used that one before?
Yeah.
Are you sure you don't just know it because we've spoken about it?
No,
we've
you've
used it before.
Actually on this feature?
Yeah.
Yep.
My God, my memory is failing me. Wow, that pencil went really far. Just chucked it over there and it went all the way to the other side of the room. Don't know my own strength when going to the gym. Have I mentioned that?
Oh.
Physics.
Right, so that means it's a draw. So to decipher who the winner is, we're going to have to do an off. So this is how
Get
this,
your clothes off.
So how this works, if you've never heard the show before, how this works, behave.
Sorry.
How this works, if you've never heard the show before, I will start a beat like this, a clap, and what you have to do is name something. No, don't. You have to name something on the every other beat, and whoever falters first loses. Why are you two misbehaving so much? It's like a
Fun one.
It's turned into Koresh radio. So what should we do the topic? What should be the topic? Oh, topic. How about
condiments?
Condiments.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Condiments.
Who's going first?
Who's going to win?
I'll go
Kev
first.
versus Hayley in
Ready?
this epic battle. Kevin, you start.
Yeah, Michael Bay's going to make a film about this and everything.
This is going
So
all the way to the
exciting.
top. I'm going to win a Sony for this.
Okay, ready? Tartar sauce.
Mint sauce.
Hollandaise sauce.
Horseradish sauce.
Ketchup.
Mayonnaise.
Brown sauce.
Barbara Streisand.
Mustard.
Pepper.
Vinegar.
Salt.
White pepper.
No!
Ham? Ham? Oh, what about that classic condiment? Ham. Oh, well, Kevin, you have lost. Hayley, you are victorious, girl.
The Alex Baker Show podcast.
What the hell is going on? Right, so outside of the studio at the moment, there is a flame-haired chap named Ed Sheeran. Big wave. He's going to come into the studio very soon when we allow him in, when we unlock the door. And he's going to be chatting to us about various different things. In fact, one of them being the fact that he's a legend and I love him. Secondly, he's going to do some awesome things with us, I think, and we'll see how that goes. And who knows what will happen? It could be a jolly japes for all round, for everyone around.
This is the weirdest interview tease I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Let me just start it all again. Right, so there's a guy called Ed Sheeran. He plays this song. Everyone loves him, and he's brilliant. He's been at number one for ages, and he only got knocked off the singles chart by Kasabian. This guy's huge. He's doing a tour in January. He's on tour at the moment in this month, October, and every single date he's doing is sold out. He sold out Brixton Academy twice. He sold out the Civic Hall in Wolverhampton twice. These are like 3,500 capacity venues. This man is absolutely huge. And we thought, why not just get him on the show and have a little chat? So Ed Sheeran's outside. We're going to get him in and have a chat next.
The Alex Baker Show podcast.
In the studio with me right now is a man who I think is an absolute legend. It's Ed Sheeran.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good, yeah.
I wanted some more fanfare.
Well, that was really soft.
Hello. Right, for ages, right, I thought it'd be amazing. You know how I've got this, Kev, I've spoken to you about this before. I've got this horrible curse whereby I think of a musical thing and think, oh, wouldn't it be amazing if, for example, Enter Shikari, I thought, wouldn't it be amazing if a band came out that mixed up trance and metal? And then never thought to do it myself. I just thought, wouldn't it be amazing if that happened? Then Enter Shikari came out, and I was like, And this kind of thing happens again and again. And recently, well, over the past sort of 7 or 8 years, I've been thinking, wouldn't it be amazing if someone with a sort of silky smooth voice who could also rap and play acoustic guitar came out? And now he's sitting in front of me doing really well. Bam! You've ruined my life.
I was a product of your imagination. I just popped up.
You were. It's one of those philosophical things. Like, until I thought of you, you didn't exist, and then as soon as I've invented you. That's what's happened. So first and foremost, I have to say I do think you're a legend.
Thank you.
Obviously, I do the Unsigned show here on Kerrang, and I know how tough it is to crack into the world of the music industry generally, especially on major labels. But you've done it. You've done it in abundance. You're signed to a subsidiary of Atlantic now, which is what's it called again? The subsidiary? Asylum. So you're on Asylum Records.
They're cool, man. They used to do Dylan and Cash and Joni Mitchell and stuff like proper.
Wow. No biggie. No biggie. And for people who don't know as well, Elton John belled up Ed the other day. He's like saying, right, Ed, I want to work on a new Disney project with you. We're going to do the Lion King 2 soundtrack. Is that what happened?
Was it?
No, not really.
I don't remember that.
But Elton John's a fan. You've got loads of celebrity fans. How's that feel?
It's cool. They're the same as normal fans, though.
Yeah, no, totally. Yeah. That's true. Let's not blow too much smoke up people's asses. Yeah. But it must be a weird one because you spent so long just doing your own thing and working the circuit, and you moved down to London specifically so you can get more gigs under your belt and all that kind of stuff. And now things have really started to work and things are going really, really well. I mean, if you add up A-Team, if you add up all your EPs, if you add up the new album, it's not plus, but it's like Positivity.
One of them,
at Ed Sheeran edition. If you add up that and add up You Need Me, I Don't Need You, if you add up all that, you've sold over 1 million records pretty much, right?
Yeah.
And that's
quite
good
cool.
going.
I'm going to use that more often.
Yeah. That's like, if you add it all together, you're platinum. Yeah. Snoop Dogg is loving it.
We're already platinum on it, but the million, I'm going to use that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to like tattoo that on my forehead. If you add up everything I've ever done.
Yeah, man. If you add up all the records I've ever made, I think I've probably sold about 40.
But that's gone aluminium. Aluminium platinum.
Titanium. Now with the song You Need Me, I Don't Need You, am I reading it into it wrong? Because I've not really read a lot about this.
It depends how you're reading into it. If you think I'm basically bigging myself up for 3 minutes, you might be.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
What I reckon is that it's about the fact that music industry tries to mold people into stuff that they're not.
Very much.
And
so.
It's very much the case that you don't really need them. But now, how does that work now that you're on a major? Are you still thinking in the back of your mind, I don't need the majors? Or are you sort of happy to be signed up to a major now?
I charted before a major, and I had a fan base before a major, but what a major can offer you is marketing skills and relationships with radio and TV that you can't buy and you can't have at 20 years old. So a major isn't necessarily about the money, because you can make the money independently from selling CDs. You can make a lot more money independently selling CDs. But for instance, I wasn't touched by any radio stations really with all the kind of independent stuff I was doing, even after I kind of charted independently. But as soon as I was on a major, the head guy at the major for radio walks into a certain radio station, puts a CD on the desk and goes, there you go, and then they start playing it. So it's that kind of relationship that you just can't buy. And the same with TV, stuff like Jules Holland and stuff like that. Like,
I loved it when you were on Jules Holland.
Thank you.
It was such an experience, because you see so many people on Jules Holland that you admire and you look up to, and you came on and you're still a young guy, you're only just 20, and you're doing so well, and you're on Jules Holland. It's like the bastion of quality music. They don't put any old crap on there. Do you know what I mean? So how did that feel? It's like when Jules went Ed Sheeran. How did that feel?
It was nerve-wracking because it was live, but I mean, like, it's any musician's dream to play that program. So yeah,
good times. I'm so pleased it's going so well for you, because I've been a fan for a while. Excellent. And like I say, it kind of irks me slightly that I didn't have that silky smooth voice or the rap abilities to create what you've created. Yeah, and one of the things that I first one of the things I first found out about you, one of the things I have loved about you, which me and Hayley have talked about a lot in the past. Hayley incidentally absolutely loves you. I almost had to ban her from the studio and office as a whole.
You actually make me sound like a mental stalker.
Well, you did say something along the lines of, if I meet him I might murder him, so the last thing he sees is me. So
that's quite impressive,
actually. Okay, then it's impressive. So
that's
I did
say that. That's the best stalker thing I've ever heard.
It's poetic.
Yeah.
Usually, like young teenage girls have got into a habit of ripping out my hair.
Oh really?
Yeah, like
I want one of the ginger locks.
Just rip it out.
Jesus, that's messed up.
So but that. I can live with that. I can live with being murdered and seeing
I'll leave it for a while. I'm not looking at murdering you just yet. I'll give you a few more years.
Make sure you do it in a cool way as well, because I want to be remembered well. I don't want to be like Ed Sheeran, the great singer-songwriter who was pushed off a building. Just think of it. Maybe like chop me into bits and put each bit in a venue I've played.
How about we'll work together and you decide on how to die, and then I'll do it.
I could even still be alive while you're doing it. You could just chop off a foot first, leave it in Shepherd's Bush, chop off another foot, and leave it in the institute.
What you could do,
and then it can be like a game, like all the other fans can go and find all
jigsaw
the bits
puzzle
of
of Ed's. That'd be amazing.
We did like 4th or 5th album, like the first sort of 10 pressings could come with one of your body parts.
That would be amazing.
That would be awesome.
I got a fit!
Yeah. Oh god, this is so messed up. One of the things that I've loved about you is the Nando's song. Everyone's talked about it over the years. I've got a little clip for here I'll play for you in a sec. But because everyone loves Nando's, I've been trying to get a black card for ages, mate. Have you got one now?
Yeah.
Of course you have. I know where we're going after the show. Yeah. How did it come about?
That was actually after 2 minutes of meeting him.
Yeah.
Like, he invited me on tour over Twitter, and I got to the venue and I walked in and he said something about me being ginger, so I retorted with him looking like Nick Knowles, and then then everyone laughed, and then we kind of like clicked, and then he was just like, grab your guitar, let's make a song. And we went outside and I was like, what should we write about? And he was like, no.
Wicked. Well, you've heard this a million times, obviously, Ed, as you wrote it with Example, but I'm going to play it to the people that haven't heard it. This is the Ed Sheeran Example Nando's what's it called, Hayley?
The Nando's Skank.
The Nando's Skank. Let's do this.
Evening here, Example here backstage at the waterfront Norwich. It's not sunny, but I'm wearing sunglasses. And here is wonderful Ed Sheeran, made famous by the MIA Born Free video. Bullet. And this is the Nando's song. Start off it.
I love this, Ed.
I said, boy, are you gonna bang? Don't know. I want some nick of Nando's, wanna eat it up with chicken and chips. Every no knows I freestyle like this. When I freestyle on the beat about chicken, you know it's finger licking. And I'm gonna pass it over to Example. Now he's gonna freestyle and he's gonna show you how he...
I have to just say at this juncture, by the way, there are other chicken restaurants available. This next 2.5 minutes is pretty much an advert for Nando's, but this is editorially interesting. They haven't paid us to play this or anything like that. There are other chicken places available. Rooster Hut.
Chicken.
KFC. There's loads.
Chicken wings. They're my favorite things, and I love to sing. I say chicken wings. If you give me them, I will eat them tings.
Yo, and we eat chicken for free, cause he's got a black card, you see. made a song about chicken from Nando's. And are you gonna bang, yo? Yes, please. I want some chicken right now, please. I want to put it in my stomach. Yes, it tastes so good. I want to eat the chicken with the breasts and the wings and the thighs and the chips and
all them things that are nice.
I love how it's a little bit rubbish as well. In a good way, Ed. Don't get me wrong. Look at me like that.
Nando's from me. Fat chance I got a black card. If you come to me and ask for chicken, you'll get a fat scar in your left cheek. I eat Nando's every week. Sometime on a Tuesday, sometimes on a Thursday.
Yo,
I get free drinks refillable with them when I'm thirsty. On a Thursday, I eat chicken in the worst way.
Yeah, I said we are on tour. Saw him, I'm like, get out the store, yo, cause you are a whore. Eat Nando's for free every day on tour, yo, and it's a par. I ate Nando's from your car. Can't freestyle cause you see me star. I slap you in the face cause like I'm like Febreze, yeah.
Chicken on the phone, chicken on the phone, chicken on the phone, chicken on the phone, chicken on the phone. I ain't chicken on the floor, I ain't chicken on the bone. Chicken on the phone, chicken on the phone, chicken on the phone, chicken on the phone, chicken on the phone.
I love how Hayley, you know all the words to this.
Chicken on the phone, I ain't chicken off the bone.
I love Nando's more than your mom does.
More than your mom does.
I know.
Drops the Kings of Leon.
I love Nando's. My tongue is on fire.
I love this bit where he just creases up.
Yeah.
By example, creases up.
Elliot.
Yes, Ed.
Nando's I desire.
I'll give it to you anytime you want, babe.
I want some free Nando's from your black card.
You ain't getting in my wallet, ain't getting in my wallet. I'm on it.
I wanna take your black card.
You ain't getting my wallet.
£10 every time I go there to eat my food. And you're so good, you don't fucking buy it for me. So I want Nando's for free. And you look like you put your fingers in electricity sockets to get your hair up like this.
You're never touching my card, this is my card. You're never touching my card, this is my card. You come to me, play your guitar. Step to me hard, you ain't getting my card, dog.
I want some Nando's. I want some Nando's.
I want some Nando's.
Right now.
I want some Nando's right now.
You gotta love that, man. That is a Nando's skank. It's Ed Sheeran, an example. A lot of people have already heard that. It hasn't had millions of hits yet on YouTube, has it?
I don't know.
It's had a fair few. So
yeah, probably majority from me.
Yeah, it's just Hayley watching it again. I told you she was mad, dude.
Is he still trying to spread the rumour that you're in the MI8 video?
I am in the MI8 video. I am.
I don't know whether that's true or not. Don't look for me for confirmation.
I'm going to make a music video, though, right? I'm going to hoard up hundreds of gingers. We're going to get that chubby kid from America that screams at the camera as well. We're going to basically shoot a music video in real time. We're not going to tell her, and we're just going to kidnap MIA and just beat her up or something.
I love that kid. Good times. Well, that sounds like an awesome thing. What we're going to do next on the show is Ed's going to stick around and do awesome things that don't exist but should exist, as it'd be awesome if they did with us, if that's cool with you, Ed.
Such a good title.
Rick rolled you into that. Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Good title.
Just rolls off your tongue, doesn't it?
I like things that it just, it does exactly what it says on the tin. I don't want to give it some sort of wacky, hilarious radio title. Yeah. Just do what it says. Just stick around. We'll be back.
Keep it real, man.
The future. The time not yet come. What is to come?
Awesome! Awesome things that don't exist but should exist, as it would be awesome if they did.
Yes, my friends, it's time for awesome things that don't exist but should exist, as it'd be awesome if they did. A simple invention feature where you get on facebook.com/Kerrang Radio and suggest awesome things that don't exist, but my God, they should exist because it would be awesome if they did.
Who made that jingle?
It's good, isn't it? That's me and Keith. Awesome things. Right, so in the house with us, it's Ed Sheeran. How you doing, fellow?
Oh, good. How are you?
Very excited to be picking your brain with the greatest awesome things. Now, over the years, we've had so many good ones. Hayley, to your right, Ed, came up with one of the greatest awesome things of all time. You'll love this as well in the corner as a lady. There's a lady in the corner. Say hello. Hello. There we are. Now, it is the telescopic heel. So imagine this, right? You're a girl. You're about town, and you want to impress the people that you're with. You want to wear the heels, and you want to walk around. But then afterwards, you don't. Maybe you finished a business meeting. Maybe you've done this. Maybe you've done that. You want to go shopping. You want flats. You want flats to be comfortable. The telescopic heel just disappears deep inside your heel. You're in flats, and everyone's happy. That's an awesome thing that doesn't exist, but it should exist if you if it did.
But you know when telescopes kind of they get a bit stiff and then they just go like that?
Yeah.
Imagine if that happened in a
Walking
club.
along
You're
and
just
then you
boogieing and it just goes.
And then your back just breaks because of the snap, the crackle. Right, so Ed, have you got any awesome things for us?
I think this one actually might happen. I think if you had implants in your thumb and your little finger of a speaker and a receiver, And then in your head you had a little chip put in that basically stores every single person that you know, and everyone in the world gets this done. So no one has a mobile phone anymore. They just go in ahead and they go, right, example, and it will ring him, and it will.
And then you'll just literally put your little finger to your mouth and put your thumb in your ear.
Oh yeah.
And you'll be chatting away. That is awesome.
Also, what would be really good if you're then like, oh, hold on, let me get someone else, and you can just use your other hand to ring someone else, and you've got two.
Oh, conference call up in here.
Oh.
Up in here, up in here.
But what if you want to do a four-way conversation?
Well, then the
Your
person
foot.
on the other end does another one.
Yeah.
There'd be like 20 of you all together just chatting away.
Just hands in the ears.
Yeah, everyone's just walking around with their hands by their face.
In fact, that reminds me of this new, iPhone 4S. Have you heard anything about this yet?
No.
There's this thing on iPhone 4S called Siri, right? This is mad. You talk to Siri and you say stuff like, oh, Siri, when I get back to the office, can you remind me that I need to call Jacob or whatever? And Siri will put that appointment in your calendar, right? And when the GPRS tells you that you're back at the office, a message will pop up on the screen and say, don't forget to call Jacob. Totally mad.
So it could happen at any time. It's just related to the GPRS when you were
That's wicked.
Amazing.
How mad is that?
I guarantee in the next couple of years, someone in Japan will do that. They'll do that.
It's on the way, man. Trust me. I tell you what, this show as well is the sort of birthplace of all these great ideas. Forget Dragon's Den. It's absolutely a load of nonsense. The Alex Baker show is where it's at.
I think that telescopic heel thing's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the him Maguire. The random rap battle. Right, so this is how it works. Every time I use rap associated language, the random rap battle commences and we have to randomly freestyle rap battle each other. But the most embarrassing thing about this, why did this have to happen now?
I know.
Most embarrassing about this is that we've actually got someone that's good at rap in the studio. Ed Sheeran's in his house.
Oh, you're going to put pressure on me now?
Yeah.
I'm a singer, I'm not a rapper.
You need to blow us away, dude. I'm going to be very disappointed. Not really. It's all good.
It's alright, no one can be worse than me, so...
Yeah, you are awful. God awful.
I think I might just sign myself out of it right now.
No, you're in it. It's happening. So, what's the topic going to be?
What have we been talking about?
We were talking about iPhones. Topic is telephones. Telephonic communication. Quantum entanglement phones.
Yes.
Yeah? I started last time, so Kev, over to you, good sir. Hit me with your beats.
Yeah. Buying time. Feel intimidated.
Do it.
Okay, here we go.
Don't be intimidated. It's all good. It's only sold 1 million records.
Quantum entanglement, that's what you're telling me. Where the signal goes straight from you to me. No satellites involved. I can't even rhyme today. But have you heard about quantum entanglement, Ed? You see, no satellites. It exists in one phone and then reappears in the other phone. I don't know. I can't.
Well, that was appalling.
That was 100 times worse than usual.
Is that it? Hayley, over to you, girl.
Right.
Telephones. Telephonic communication, girl.
I have a telephone. You can ring me at home. That's as far as I'm going.
Oh, God. Right, okay. I'm going to drop the beat. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Telephonic communication. Telephones. Not everybody has one, but I've got one in my pocket right now. iPhone 3, not 4 or 4S. It's kind of crap and kind of old tech, but that's cool. It does all the things I want to do. I can text, I can even phone you. 08456 881052. That's the number if you want to call us. Now. This is rubbish.
This is really bad.
Ed,
So hard.
it's over to you, dog, the big dog. Hit me with your lyrics.
Yes, it's Ed right here, and now I'm coming with this straight speech. Spitting freestyles right here over Dre beats, but not headphones, cause Ed knows I buy phones from Tesco's, and yo, let's go. Oh, I need an iPhone, cause I know that my Blackberry ain't working, cause BB ain't on. I spit the same song, freestyling the same. I spit the same song, I ain't wrong. Well, I got the lyrics and I'm spitting them. I need a phone because mine isn't listening to me. I'm freestyling quickly, rhyming on the Dre beat, you know I'm so sickly. I'm in Birmingham right now on Kerrang radio with Lego House, you know they play me lows. I'm on the playlist, I know I hate shit, but you gon' bleep that out cause you know I hate shit is and this. Bleep it out cause you know I don't touch shit. Freestyling on the microphone, I'm kinda dope. I'm I'm writing
you're good! You're not allowed to be good. You can't come on the random rap battle and be good. That's not how it works.
I think that deserves an epic win. Epic win!
Well done, dude. Oh man, he's just owned us.
I don't think we can ever do this again.
It's just feature killed. It's game over. Ed Sheeran wins.
Put it down.
Put it down, dog.
Thank
I
you.
like the style. I'm slightly disappointed.
I'm not a rapper though, I'm a singer.
I know, but you are.
That makes it even worse.
I know. Oh, no big deal. I'm not a rapper, I'm a singer. It just so happens I'm f***ing amazing at both. What a dick. Ed, it's been a pleasure having you in, sir.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your tour. Incidentally, whole tour sold out. The whole thing.
Nice.
Both, all the rest of October and January as well. In fact, you've sold out the Civic Hall twice. My favourite gig ever in my life ever was Damien Rice at the Civic Hall.
Oh, mate, come along.
It was just incredible. And now you've sold it out twice.
Damien Rice is sick though, isn't he?
He is sick. Have you seen him live?
Twice, yeah.
Damien Rice live is like nothing on record.
I've seen him in a really small venue in Dublin, and then Latitude Festival he headlined it. So
yeah,
the kind of two is incredible.
It's like a wall of noise, right? It's got violin players, female singers all kicking. It's absolutely amazing.
Can we play Damien Rice now?
No, we're going to play some more Ed Sheeran.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus. Don't get it twisted. I'll play some Damien Rice afterwards, right? A double up. We'll do a double up.
Can you play Little Kim Lighters Up? That's my new jam at the moment.
No,
I
we're
love
not
that
playing
tune. Why not?
Because it's Kerrang, man. We can't get away with that.
You just played Dr. Dre.
That's fine. Shh, don't tell everyone this secret.
Oh, okay. If you're going to play Kerrang, play Hooper Stank Crawling in the Dark.
Okay, yeah, we can
That's
play
a
that.
tune.
I do like that Put Me Lighters Up song, though. Put your lighters up.
I come from Bed-Stuy.
The Alex Baker Show podcast.
Alex Baker Show.
Oh.
Oh, my life.
Oh, I say.
F my life. With fmylife.com.
Yes. F My Life. Otherwise known as My Life. It's a feature where you guys get involved and you tell us things that have made you go, oh, F my life. For example, last week on the show, I was loving it, listening to all the people coming from facebook.com/Kerrang Radio, engaging with the show, getting involved with the topics we were talking about, the deep, dark debates as well as the stupid stuff. And then on my Twitter, Alex Bakerman, just chucking it out there, some guy called 459 writes, I listen to your radio show every Sunday in the pub. I was like, oh, wicked. We all complain about it. And I was thinking, oh, we all complain about it. Maybe it's because, I've got controversial topics and stuff. Full stop. Then he just says, we hate you. Oh. F my life. I still retweeted it though because I thought it was kind of funny. But it's just kind of like, listeners, the thing is about listeners, right? And no offense if you're listening right now and you're one of the people that do this, but you don't really understand that I'm a person. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've got feelings and stuff.
Yeah.
I talked about it on the show the other day. I was DJing and this guy came up to me and went, "What the f*** are you playing this for?" And I was like, "Whoa, dude!" For a start, I'm a little bit intimidated. That's a bit scary that you're so aggressive. You're the worst DJ I've ever come across in my life. I was like, oh man, what? Well, I was playing all the hits, you know what I mean? I was playing Pantera and Metallica at this metal club, and you're just slagging me off. What do you want to hear? And he was like, I wanted to hear some Aerosmith. I was like, mate, it's a metal club. It's not Aerosmith's hour.
Cool comeback, bro.
But anyway, people just don't sort of realise. And that person, I listen to your radio show every Sunday in the pub. We all complain about it. We hate you.
I'd like to point out he didn't say he hated me or Kev.
No, that's true. It's just me.
Yeah.
And he said he listens every Sunday.
So why?
I don't know. He really hates me though. But that's fine. It's like War Off Doug's Back. I don't really care. Really. Yeah, rat. But at the same time, I don't know. It's weird, isn't it, that? It's just because I'm on radio, it doesn't give you a free license to call me a knobhead and hate me. I can't sleep at night now. No, I don't care at all. Aww. So that's what made me go F my life this week. Honestly, I don't care. Say what you want. Be mean. Grass me up to the cops. What? Here's one off fmylife.com. Today, I was at my girlfriend's house. I really had to use the bathroom, but decided to wait. After about an hour, I went to the bathroom. I pissed for so long that when I walked out, her family all started clapping. Oh, F my life.
Amazing.
Another one here. Today, I wore my brand new Wonder Bra to uni. When I got home from uni, my dad looked at me and started laughing hysterically. Between breaths, he asked if anyone actually thought my chest was that big and said, "You know why it's called a Wonder Bra, don't you? Guys take it off and wonder where your tits went." Oh! F my life.
That's so harsh.
Imagine your dad saying that to you. Oh. Goodness me, what have we got on Facebook?
Hannah Cartilage says, today I tripped over one of my cats and hit my head on the door. Funny thing is, the same thing happened yesterday, but with a different cat. F my life.
Oh,
Brutal.
no. I've got one from Fozzie Jones. Whilst watching Gwar at Download, some lush piece of a geezer was giving me the eye, and as I went over to say hi, I got took down by a dude in a Teletubby costume. F my life.
Only at Download. Today, a highly intoxicated man came into my workplace and complained that the medicine I'd prescribed for his dog almost choked him. I work at Blockbuster. F my life.
Luke Smith says on Facebook.com/Kerrang Radio, I broke my ribs during a sexual encounter.
Ooh.
Trooped on through though and finished, then went to the hospital.
Really?
He told me he liked it.
Hey!
So, Patrick Davies, it was my birthday, so my friends thought it would be funny to throw a custard and cream pie in my face. It was frozen.
Oh, brutal.
Broken nose. The other day I was play wrestling with my girlfriend. I ended up with a cut, 3 bruises on my arm and a black eye. She just giggled the entire time.
This one's one of my favourites now, from Emma Salmon on Facebook. She said, my friend had a job interview today. By the way, my friend, sure.
Yeah.
The interviewer asked her, so, what's your ambition? She replied, I'd really love to run a pub. I know it isn't exactly aiming high. The interviewer was a bar owner, and the job was in his bar. F her life.
Oh my God.
That's amazing.
Oh dear.
Brilliant. Why would you do that? Oh,
it's just verbal diarrhea, isn't it?
That is amazing. Oh God, some of the stupid stuff I've said in interviews over the years, though. I once tried to tell a guy that his the way he managed the company was wrong.
Nice one.
It didn't go down that well, although I did get promoted, which was weird. I don't know why.
Maybe he liked your ideas.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe he liked your gumption.
Yeah. Maybe he did. Or maybe
he liked the cut of your jib.
Oh my God.
But there we go. Those things that make you go F my life. Facebook.com/Kerrang Radio, or get on fmylife.com as well, because we like those dudes, so get on their site. Yeah, stuff that makes you go F my life. Have you guys had any F my life moments recently?
Don't think so.
No?
I'll keep you updated though.
Yeah, please do. Things have been pretty smooth sailing.
I bought a toilet for the dogs.
No, we're not talking about we're not talking about that again. If you missed out at the start of the show, catch it on the and in fact, don't bother listening to it on the podcast. It wasn't interesting then, and it won't be interesting when you listen to it again.
Check! What has Kevin done this week?
Nothing.
But still download the podcast, just skip that bit.
Yeah, just ignore that part.
Download the podcast!
Thanks, Hayley.
The Alex Baker Show podcast.
Thank you, as always, for joining us here, Sunday nights 10 to 12. We realise it's a bit of a stupid show. We realise that, some people hate it. But that's cool, you know. A lot of people love it, too. So there we go. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it, you
Not a lot else going on at 10 o'clock on a Sunday.
Yeah, exactly.
There's only Towie.
Yeah, what? Who?
Who watches Towie?
What's Towie?
I do, but I have to watch it on catch up.
Yeah.
What's
The Only Way
Towie?
is Essex.
I've never even heard of Towie.
The Only Way is Essex.
Oh, right.
Towi.
Oh, actually, quite good, The Only Way is Essex.
Yeah.
I'd watch that if I was you. Don't listen to this.
Yeah.
This is rubbish. Just listen to the podcast instead. Not really. Thanks everyone who's been getting on Facebook.com/Kerrang Radio. I sound like a drunk. I sound like an old drunk radio presenter. I haven't been drinking. What are you talking about? You'll never take me alive. Right then, time for the outro at the end of the podcast, because that was the podcast. My name's Alex Baker. This has been Alex Baker Show Podcast Episode 15, The Death Star. Oh, thank you very much for downloading it. Thanks for the burp there from Kevin. Much obliged. Any other business? AOB. Pardon, mate.
Should we promise not to be so slow again?
No, I can't promise that.
No.
I'll certainly try. We try and always get him up on Mondays. But, you know, sometimes life gets in the way. Stuff happens, you know?
Yeah, people, the thing is, the problem is, right, hear me now.
Hear me now.
People think...
Oh my gosh, people think
this is all we do.
Yeah.
They think our only responsibility in life is to, you know, come in on a Sunday night, do a radio show for 2 hours, and then, like, turn it into a podcast the next day.
Yeah.
And that's it.
There's more to life than that.
There's much more to life
and Alex
than that.
Baker is for life, not just for Sunday night.
Yeah.
Fact. We're not going to bore you with the details of what we actually do. You know, safe to say it involves hot tubs, bitches and champagne. It doesn't at all.
No.
But that would be awesome.
Yeah.
I love dogs.